In this scam-free money video guide, we're going to take a look at Zeerk.com. Zeerk.com. Just as microstock sites have become popular and profitable with photographers and illustrators, micro-employment sites are getting hotter and hotter. To cash in on the trend, as well as take advantage of some of the competitors' weaknesses, within just the last few weeks, there's a brand new site for buying and selling cheap services online. It's Zeerk.com. Does the Zeerk homepage look familiar? It looks kind of like this one, doesn't it? If imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, the people at Zeerk and Gigbucks like Fiverr a lot because the sites and the services are almost identical. There are, however, three big differences between them. While Fiverr has only $5 gigs, sellers at Zeerk can offer $5, $7, $10, and $25 gigs. Sellers have to wait for up to 2 weeks for their money on Fiverr, while Zeerk promises to release the seller's money for withdrawal the same day without any hold period. And where Fiverr charges $1 or a 20% commission for each gig sold, Zeerk's commissions range from only 50 cents on the $5 gigs to only $3 on the $25 gigs. Sellers get to keep more of their money at Zeerk.com. The layout of Zeerk's homepage is very similar to their competitors. This main section of the page is a list of the gigs, or services, that people are doing for $5, $7, $10, or $25. In the upper right, there's a section that has the gigs listed by category to make searching for a particular service a bit quicker. The green bar on the right is a place where you can suggest a gig or seek out someone to do something that you need to have done. When we click on a gig, we can get a closer look at the service being offered and the seller. This one will write an article for you and perhaps even get it placed on the first page of Google News for only $10. This seller will professionally manipulate an image any way you want it for just $7. Down here are the other gigs that he or she has listed at Zeerk. Back at the home page, other sellers offer social marketing and traffic building services, a lesson on how to read your girlfriend's mind, someone who will cartoonize your face, install a WordPress blog, and much, much more. Now let's take a look at how it works. If this page looks a little familiar, that's because it's almost identical to Fiverr's, even down to most of the wording. Here on the right side is how to buy. Find a gig you want and place the order. Pay $5, $7, $10, or $25 by PayPal or credit card. You can track the progress and communicate with the seller as needed. All communication is done through Zeerk and is semi-anonymous using only screen names. When you get the finished work, you've got 168 hours or 7 days to request any corrections from the seller. You provide the seller with feedback and a review, authorize the payment when you're happy with the work, and you're done. Now on the how to sell part of the page, it's a fairly uncomplicated process. First, create a gig for the small service that you want to offer. Share your gig with the world, then you'll be notified when an order is placed, and then you'll be asked to accept it. Zeerk will credit your balance 7 days after you complete and deliver the work. You can withdraw your earnings through your PayPal account the same day. Then finally, just like they say at Fiverr, go party. At the top of the home page, let's register for an account. Registrations do not get any simpler than this. Just a username, password, email address, and the security code that's shown in the box. And before we hit submit, let's take a look at the terms of service. On the terms of service page is the commissions table. $5 gigs net the seller $4.50, $6.25 for a $7 gig, an $8 net from a $10 job, and $22 commission to the seller for every $25 service. There's nothing unusual in the terms of service for sellers or buyers. Again, they're almost identical to the Fiverr site. So we'll hit submit. Soon we'll get an email to confirm our registration. Then we're on our profile page. Here we'll fill in our name, our PayPal info, and fill in the About Me info for prospective buyers. On the Hey Newbie page, they remind you of how easy it is to create your first gig and even show you some ideas, some suggestions that have been submitted by potential buyers. Some final thoughts about being a seller on Zeerk. List only quick and simple services that you can knock out quickly. Of course, you can spend more time on a $25 gig than a $5 gig, but they should all be services that you can perform fast. Diversify. Spend a few minutes looking at the listed gigs and the suggested ones for some ideas. There are probably a number of services you could list and sell and make money doing. Be sure to come up with good, effective titles for your gigs. Don't get too cute or wordy or confusing in the gig title. Remember, you're selling with the title and you want them to click on it to buy your gig. Good luck with Xeric. Now go out and make money and have some fun. This is Bill for Scam Free Money Video Guides.